Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's my great honor to be here to share the observation of digital resilience and the cyber threat landscape from a security vendor perspective. Okay, the digital transformation is a macro trend, not only for enterprise, but also for country. So the convergence of the people, the business, the things create the digital force to transform the competitiveness and also the business model of the enterprise and also as a small and medium business. In the era of digital transformation, the digital resilience is more important than ever. The digital adversaries we are facing, which is hackers we are facing, are more skillful and more innovative. Why? Because the cybercrime is a profitable and low-risk business. A very comprehensive supply chain and also untraceable cash flow and low entry barrier make more people and more money invest in this business. So it makes the security is become the more important things. And nowadays, hackers can steal the valuable data stealthily or just simply conduct a catastrophic attack. So let me take an example of the recently virus outbreak, which is a WannaCry ransomware. The ransomware is not a new threat. It has been common since 2015. However, the WannaCry is different from previous ransomware. It not just encrypt the data in the victim's computer, but also it will spread itself through network. As long as the PC in the company environment will not patch well. So this is the first ransomware. It can spread by itself and leverage severe vulnerability. Actually, the vulnerability is developed by NSA. Okay, so this kind of that's why it can create such a large-scale impact. So over 198 countries impacted, 400,000 devices infected, including consumer PC, including ATM, including hospital and airport IT systems. One interesting thing is they got the feature is the UI support 29 languages, which means they will let different contributors can pay the ransom smoothly. So it means the hacker, in the beginning, hacker just expect a global outbreak and seriously consider the ransomware a global business. So such a large scale outbreak and such a large scale the infection and also very profitable the reward, that definitely will attract more hackers to develop the different attack methods. So just 1 month after the WannaCry ransomware outbreak, another ransomware, Paya, also created huge damage in Europe. In Ukraine, the government department, the central bank, airport, and also the metro network were all penalized by the hack. Besides the WannaCry, the vulnerability WannaCry used, the Petra also used different attack vector to infect the computer, even the PC, the computer is already patched. So we can foresee more and more ransomware merged with different attack vector and different forms. Besides the ransomware, according to Trend Micro's threat prediction in 2017, IoT, the DDoS through botnet and also IoT devices, and also business email compromise and the business process compromise will all bring huge impact for enterprise, government agency, and other organizations. The DDoS actually is the well-known threat, but it can't become serious because it will leverage the vulnerable IoT devices. The famous case is the DDoS attack in Eastern America last October. The hackers attacked the internet service provider and over 1 terabyte traffic from massive web camera to attack the DNS service. And that knock out like Twitter, Amazon, several cloud services and impact so many people. So, and the problem is that this is not the end because this kind of malware webcam till now still not able to fix the issue, cannot fix it, cannot fix the vulnerability. Why? Because they don't have that kind of a remote patching ability. But just like other IoT devices, there's a lot of IoT devices that don't have that kind of a function feature. So it means the IoT device actually will become the vehicle for the hacker to attack other web services. Okay. Then business email compromise, so-called BEC, is a rising cyber scam. Hacker will use the fake, like CEO email, to ask the financial manager to wire the money to assign the bank account. And or it will use the fake mail to pretend the supplier to close the deal, then ask buyer to wire the money to a fake bank account. Then hacker will withdraw the money immediately from the account. Okay. So BEC actually doesn't require high hacking technology, but the reward of this evil indeed is very, very profitable. So more and more victims for BEC veterans around the world. Okay. Another one is business process compromise. Different from BEC, BPC actually acquire superior technology and take longer time to complete a whole hacking process. And the technique used in BPC is known as the advanced precision threat. Also we call APT. Normally, APT will use the phishing mail to attract the victim to open the attachment or click a link to install a backdoor. Then the backdoor, the malware, will gradually penetrate into the organization network to get the account password in order to take control of the critical servers. Then the final goal is to steal the valuable data or manipulate the critical system to achieve the purpose, like to manipulate the victim's money or to shut down the system. Okay, the most famous case is the incident of Bangladesh Central Bank. The hacker embedded the SWIFT system to wire $81 million money overnight, and the cost the chairman stepping down. Another well-known case is the data breach incident of the United States' second large retail Target in 2013. The hacker compromised the POS system to steal 110 million transaction record. And the total cost of this data breach incident is over $1 billion, including the cost to fix the issue and the lawsuit and the profit drop due to the bad reputation. And the CEO and the CIO resigned at the end just because they cannot well protect the customers' confidential data. Okay. So what's the financial impact of this kind of threat? According to the ransomware, the damage cost is reached to $1 billion in 2016, and the predicted damage cost will reach $5 billion in 2017, actually this year. And according to the latest statistic of the BI, the BEC, business email compromise, the average cost of each incident is $280,000, and total loss around the world is over $5 billion in the past 3 years. So after delivery, okay, the business compromise actually is the damage huge, but hard to evaluate. But it's just as I mentioned in the previous case, even one single case will create a huge financial impact. Okay, so after deliver this kind of threat landscape and the financial impact, how do we manage the crisis when the attack occurs? So I think that's why we are gathering here today. So the working group just gathered experts' experience to come out the guidebook on the SME digital resilience. And that will provide the guidance to help SME to against the cyber threat. And yeah, we will have the workshop later to discuss the principle and how to implement it. So I don't want to talk the detail, but here I just want to mention, emphasize one thing. According to our experience to help customers to handle their cyber incident and also improve their security management, the common issue or also the biggest issue is not about technology, it's not about resource, it's about the awareness of high-level management. The security governance is simply about the risk management. So the organization needs to identify its digital asset and need to understand the industrial compliance regulation, need to know the obligation to the customers based on their country, and need to realize the process and also the data flow. Otherwise, it's no way to evaluate the risk. Besides, the security is not just about technology. It's about to setting the proper policy to balance the productivity, availability, and the safety. It's about well-trained your people. But all these things cannot be done without executive support and endorsement. So I think in today's meeting, we may not be able to go through all the security principles and the steps, but hopefully through this meeting, we can have the awareness that the cybersecurity incident is something need to be taken precaution for. I think this is the most important and also the first step we need to do. Okay, at least I want to deliver my gratitude to the event organizer to host this meaningful event. And hope you have a fruitful meeting today and have a safe journey to the digital transformation. Thank you.